here in Landover.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Los Angeles Chargers. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up and shedding him off now open field. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hammond. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Here we go. Check back 12. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to John Ross.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They go play action here on first down.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Kene Nwangu.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Washington. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll look to throw here. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Kene Nwangu
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. It got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Washington. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the toss, here's Nwangu.
He finds some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Handoff right side, Nwangu.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Kene Nwangu
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on 1st down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It's Eckler. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. 2nd and 11. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Nwangu. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to run with Nwangu. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McCann's kick up and good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On the give is Nwangu. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's Nwangu. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they will take a knee here. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. All day, Paul.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.